It's interesting to see that a messaging platform used by countries like Ukraine and Russia, owned by a company with a net worth of $900 million, was really disappointing. I'm talking about you, Viber. For context, Viber is a private messaging platform owned by Rakuten. But here are 5 major issues with Viber that need to be fixed. Start off with performance. If you only look at the tip of the iceberg of Viber, you wouldn't know that the slow sending speeds of Viber. But when you start comparing it to other platforms, you'll notice that it's really slow. Here are the results after the test. Not only sending messages, images, and files are slow, but the app itself is also slow on both Mac and Windows as well. The next problem that I have with Viber is its marketing. Rakuten markets Viber as private. Although Viber has features like end-to-end encryption and disappearing messages, users or the community around Viber do not know which type of end-to-end encryption that Viber uses. Also, Viber shows ads related to its own platform randomly in the chats page or the settings page of the mobile apps, and that is a problem because ads steals user data. Moving on to compatibility. Viber's compatibility on older phones with older versions of iOS and Android is really great. What not good about Viber is that it still doesn't have a version for Apple Silicon. So hello, future me here. While I was editing this video, I noticed that Viber, Rakuten Viber in this case, already had a version for Apple Silicon. Now this video was scripted a few days ago, and when I was actually scripting this and testing out the performance of Viber, it's still Intel, but I think a few updates later, they finally have support for Apple Silicon. Even complicated in video editors like DaVinci Resolve, used by Hollywood movie editors, had a new version for native Apple Silicon since November 2020. Even Adobe Premiere Pro had a native version for Apple Silicon since 2021. Then why Viber still doesn't have a version for Apple Silicon in 2024? It's been like 4 years since Apple released Apple Silicon again, and even the Apple Silicon transition is complete. Anyway, now it's time for some UI designs. Viber on iOS looks decent, rounded, and it sort of like sticks to the iOS theme, which is really great. But on Windows, macOS, and Android, well, it looks like absolute trash. Even the website looks like as if it was designed in 2014. Finally, let's talk about the problem with Viber Plus. It is a monthly subscription that allows you to access features like custom app icons, no ads, and a few more, which is already built into other messaging platforms like Signal and Telegram, although Telegram has its own subscription service. And I don't really like the idea that I need to pay to get access to exclusive features for a messaging app. Those are 5 major issues with Viber. If you found any more problems or issues with the app, feel free to comment. Till then, take care.